kids who all of a sudden don't have a parent or a parent is ill, their whole life gets affected by that. Any family coming to this agency, there's some kind of trauma. There's some kind of loss. Whether it's somebody died or was deployed or is incarcerated or is on the street, when a tragedy happens, the whole family gets rattled and in trouble.
It means that I have somebody that cares for me, and it means that I can always have them behind my back if I need anything, and they can always be right by my side when I need them.
Her mom was young and not really prepared to take on a permanent responsibility for raising a child. The only reality of adoption we have is what we see on TV. I had hesitations like, oh my God, with my age, and I'm retired, are they gonna let me do this? But everything was just fine. It was so important that Layla be safe and that she have stability. I would like to say from the deepest part of my heart, thank you. The Center for Law and Social Work, they're not just officers of the court. They're people with, I want to cry, they're people with great big hearts.
We're a little powerful staff that packs a big punch for our families, always. The passion is overwhelming with our staff, and all you have to do is have a visit with a family and you walk out saying, that is why I do this work.
I have worked with a 1-month-old baby to a 97-year-old great-grandmother who was taking care of a 15-year-old. So one of the things I love about this job is being able to interact with families all over the county, having the privilege of being in people's homes in every neighborhood in Chicago.
Well, I was still surrounded by my family, so it wasn't like I was with different people. If my mom and my dad were still there, it would feel the same, but they wasn't, but I was still with my family.
We've had Robert since birth. His mom, she was an addict. So when she went to have Robert, he was full of drugs. We brought this kid home from the hospital, not even weighing 4 pounds. And my mom was 60, and in order to adopt, you need a proxy. And that's where I came in, because I figured nothing's gonna happen to her, she's still young. Well, she got sick. Yeah, the proxy thing is I think it's a good thing. That way, in the event something does happen, there's already someone in place to keep the kid from going back in the system.
One of the things that we are very passionate about here at the center is making sure that there is a backup plan for a child. And because a lot of times we do work with a single parent and they become ill, we've worked with a lot of cancer patients.
And a lot of these kids came into DCFS, because their parents were abusive or they were on drugs and the children were born with drugs in their system. So they have those issues on top of mental health issues, on top of having a parent die, on top of not doing well in school. So it's a lot of clinical work.
One day I was refuting a denial by the insurance company, and they refused to speak to me because they said, your daughter's now 18. So they stopped the whole process of the appeal, which was for coverage for some medical service, which was a lot of money. And I had no idea that we need to have legal guardianship over our child because she is medically complex. I brought it up in transition clinic at Lurie Children's Hospital, and the social worker there, spoke of the Center for Law and Social Work, and I was like, oh, another group. I said, are they going to be able to help us? She goes, trust me, they will do a wonderful job for you. I was trying to do it on my own, and I just couldn't do it. I didn't even understand all the steps that it took, and Ms. Stern just took over, and she said, please do not worry, we will handle everything. With all the things going on in our lives, she just made it super easy for us, and we felt very, very, very lucky to have found this group, the Center for Law and Social Work.
Experience in court was very easy. I think the judge took one look at the paperwork and the circumstance and just said, and asked her a few questions, remember?
But he asked you if you would be happy living with your mom and dad.
Yeah, I said yes.
He was very nice to us, and Christy just brought up all the paperwork to him, spoke a few words to him, and it was literally just a little bit of an interchange between the lawyer and the judge, and then the judge addressed us, and within minutes it was over, and we had, boom, everything was done.
Since our numbers have doubled every single year, my vision is that our funding can keep up with that too. I would love to be able to not turn one family away because of finances or where they are in their life, because they need it.
I make a difference.
I make a difference.
I make a difference.
You make a difference.
You can make a difference. And together,
We can make a difference.
Thank you.
Help me help them make a difference.